Good evening. My name is Sean Brown. I am a member of the Camden School Board. I'm also the founder of Young Urban Leaders, a resident of Camden. I live downtown. I wanted to take a few minutes to answer some of the questions that I get as a school board member from my neighbors, from my friends, from my family on a regular basis. So on May 17th, I took an oath. I became a school board member after the mayor of Camden appointed me. So I want to answer a few questions that people ask me about what it's like to be on the school board and talk about some of the challenges that I had and how you, as a member of this community, can help. So the first thing is I am one of 9 school board members. There's a president of the school board, Susan Dunbar Bay, a vice president of the school board, Catherine Blackshear. All of us as school board members are assigned a committee. I have the technology committee. We have our first meeting next week. We have a solicitor who is our lawyer who's hired to give us as school board members advice. The most interesting thing I have learned in even greater detail as a school board member is how limited I am as an individual. For example, I'm really not a school board member until we meet as a group of people that can vote on things. So right now I'm just sitting in my bedroom, and although I'm a member of the school board, I can't officially act in that capacity unless I'm in a meeting with other school board members, a majority of them. And that and other things that I'll talk about really come from state law. The superintendent in the school district has the most power, and that's not just in Camden, that's everywhere. The superintendent is the one that runs the school district, its daily operations, but she's also the person that provides for us recommendations that we vote on as a school board. It is very rare that a majority of school board members vote against a recommendation of the superintendent. I know I have, and a few others can take a portion of those recommendations and vote no, but it takes 5 or more people to vote no for it to not happen. And I'm not saying that as a way to any way suggest that I wouldn't be in total support of anything the superintendent proposes to us, but that's just a fact of what my membership limits are. I also want to add that being a school board member is one of the frustrations from being on it, and I am being careful with my words, that one of the frustrations of being on the school board is that I have people, family members, friends, neighbors, that tell me about problems that they know of that are going on in the schools, but I can't be an advocate for those issues as a school board member. If 5 people tell me that such and such principal is doing XYZ that's wrong, I can't at any point in the meeting just bring these issues up. It's really important those people that have those issues, that have those concerns, come to the meeting, come to the public session of the meeting, and discuss those topics there. And then at some point, we as a board will be able to discuss them. Hopefully, suggest and help the superintendent prescribe a remedy that will alleviate whatever problems there are that exist. I do want to just take a few minutes to talk about something that happened in the last few weeks and what the future of it will be. And hopefully, this will create a buzz. So on June 30th, I attended a few of the graduations of a few of the high school graduations. We have 5 high schools in Camden: Camden High, Woodrow Wilson, Med East, Creative Arts, and Medical Arts. And as you may have heard at the last board meeting, I asked the superintendent to present us with the numbers of students anticipated to graduate, and I have that report here. I have a lot of questions about this report because even though you may not be able to see it, one of the things that it says on here um, in one of the categories is 12 minus 5 equals 6. And, um, well, that's just not true. 12 minus 5, in fact, doesn't equal 6. So I'm going to ask if this was a clerical error, a typo, or if maybe some of the information that the school district is sending us is maybe not 100% accurate. And I'm interested in getting information that is 100% accurate so that I, as a school board member, can help get the school district on the right track. I can't stress enough how important it is that the community comes to meetings and advocates for our children in our community. We are very limited as school board members, but we are empowered when we have real stories, real problems that people are, are bringing to our attention. It's very hard to work off of anecdotal information. Oh, I heard this. there's a rumor about that. We have to have real information, real facts, in order to fix what's very wrong with our school system. I, I, I do talk about a lot of the problems with the school system often, but I do want to give credit to the teachers, to the administrators, the principals, the staff, the faculty that work really hard every day to do the right thing. I think most people in this school district are hardworking people that are dedicated to the children. However, there are also a few people that have no business being around children. There's some people that don't care anymore, they don't work hard every day, and it's up to us as a school board to empower the superintendent to discover who those people are and fire them and get rid of them. It's also my hope that Governor Christie, now that he has had success with his budget, that he also looks into civil service and tenure reform, so it's a little bit easier to hire and fire people based on qualifications. There are a lot of people who are suspended with pay that work in the school district that are collecting the paycheck and don't show up to work every day, and they've been in that status for months, if not over a year. And we need to look at that. We need to look at the high school dropout rate with accurate information. We need to make sure teachers are being empowered, the students are having rigorous, difficult classes so that they're prepared for college, they're prepared for the real world, they're prepared for the workforce. These are the issues that we're dealing with. But again, parents, community members have to come to meetings and be able to discuss those things. So let me tell you a little bit about the meetings, and then I'll be done. The next meeting for the school board is on July 20th. And July 20th, there's a work session. It's at Central Administration, which is on Front and Cooper Street. It's during the work session that we talk about the agenda in detail. And there is one opportunity for the public to speak, um, but there is only one opportunity. It is towards the end of the meeting. But if you come to that meeting, you get to see what the inner workings of the school district are about. The other time you have to speak is during the regular public meeting, which in the next one is July 27th, and that starts at 7 p.m. It's at the studio, which is on Pine Street. So if you were to go down Haddon Avenue, you turn down Pine Street and go all the way down, and it's at those meetings that you have two opportunities to speak. The first one is during the superintendent's report, and the second one is during the public comment session, which is all the way at the end. So I encourage you to come out to meetings. You're watching this on YouTube, so reply to this and let me and the other people looking at this video know what you think about what's going on in our schools. Feel free to send me an email, give me a call. If you don't have my telephone number or email address, then get it from me. But I don't want to say it on here because I don't want to be overwhelmed with it. But if you really need to get the information to me, you'll figure out a way to do it. Uh, so I guess that's all I have to say today. I'm going to do my best to be able to continue to give these updates about things that are going on. I thank you, the public, for continuing to motivate me, keep me on the right track, and keep me focused on what's important for our students. So have a good night, and see you in the future.